You've heard it before. We've all heard it. The end of the world is coming. Don't believe it. I'm an optimist, and I'd like to suggest that the end of the world is not lurking around the corner. It's already here. The world as you know it is ending. Forget the stock market, if you can. Don't worry about recession or depression. I'm not talking about an economic cycle. I'm talking about the birth of a new era, as significant as television, atomic power, or even the Industrial Revolution. Your world is about to end. You've been successful, need I say very successful, at selling computers. But now it's over. Your world is doomed. And it's your fault. You reduced the cost of technology. You made obsolescence obsolete. You increased the power of technology, multiplying the MIPS while dividing the difficulty of using them. And it is not only the market for big boxes that you've ruined. By precept and by example, you have taught world industry a new way to make technology do the bidding of real human beings. You have destroyed the old world, where technocrats introduce technology to make other people obsolete. Automation and automatons have become an outmoded vision. Information and informed humans are the forces you have empowered. Because of the power you have unleashed, because of the stature you have won, the digital decade has begun. Not because the new world will last only 10 years, but because in the next 10 years, the world will begin to understand the transformation you have wrought. Even your name has had its day. Equipment, machines, these are the anachronisms that still remain, the vestiges of an old order still clinging to the new world you helped create. But be glad you don't have to be blue. If you think hard and work harder, you will be ready to take the lead when the world comes to your door. You won't have to try to sell the millions of little boxes, all filled with ticking technology. For by the end of the first digital decade, the new world and the new world leader will have fully emerged. Consider the face of the future. In popular culture, it is a face devoid of expression, a future dominated by an oppressive mechanical sameness. I see a different face, a face with charm and color, a human face, sensitive, strong, and warm. The future I see is the opposite of most of our visions. It is a world science fiction never saw. Not a world of mechanical dominance, of humanoid computers that answer any deviation from predefined paths with a mindless cop-out, does not compute. I see a fluid world, a world of unfettered human potential in which everything computes. Science fiction saw a world of inflexible, oppressive governance. I see a world where flexibility is the most valued possession of the one who would lead. Think of the major transformations of history. The discovery of fire, the discovery of agriculture, the discovery of iron, the Industrial Revolution, the computer revolution. In every case, new technology arrived and displaced the old technologies with dramatic and sometimes violent results. The new world is different. It is the end of business as usual, a world of let the seller beware, a world of narrowcast, not broadcast, a world where people, not machines, are the real capital assets, a world where information is more important than data, where intelligence is more important than information, and where an organization's intelligence is not measured in MIPS, but in the coordination and creativity of its people. In the old world, organization was a misnomer. Organizations became synonymous with bureaucracy because of the natural isolation of individual minds from the collective thought process. In the new world, Organizations will increasingly become less bureaucratic and more personal as the tools of communication become natural extensions of individual thought. Organizational communication will take on the characteristics of the biological brain as near immediate reactions from remote sensory outposts combine with diverse memory stations to feed individual thoughts. As the pathways of communication become effortless and natural, the interplay of ideas and information will link seemingly unrelated factions. The result will be extraordinary, the spontaneous generation of collective creativity. We stand at the threshold of cosmic possibilities. Possibilities that rely much less on technology than we had previously thought. Possibilities that rely instead on our ability to understand, appreciate, and unleash our limitless human potential. In the years to come, those corporations that come to grips with the volcanic power of organizational potential will be the corporations that the market will select for success. You have done more than your share to destroy an old, outmoded world. Are you ready to do more than your share to help create the new one? I'm E.G. Marshall, and it seems to me this is just the beginning of the digital decades.
As the point of contact between digital and its customers, account teams are vital to success. One of the resources available to account teams in the digital decade is the Consultant Area Support Team. CAST can play a role in helping account teams adapt to change and prevail in the face of obstacles. Working through a variety of meeting formats, CAST members will offer assistance in the following areas: a strategic approach to establishing long-term client relationships, evaluating the immediate sales and service opportunities, methods for fashioning these short-term opportunities into a long-term strategy. The Digital Decade programs offer a framework for the anticipation of the future and a format for exploring practical ways of preparing digital for its role in that future. The past is prologue. The present is fleeting as we speak. The future is all we've got.